think we should be live any day.
Yeah, we are
Okay.
live.
It is being live streamed.
Okay. Thank you, everybody. Today is the 13th of June, and it's wonderful to have another event, an online virtual event of Delhiwala Poetry Collective. And as is the tradition, we start small but then grow as the event progresses. But the quorum is out here, 5 people, and the usual suspects are here, of course, but we also have Nitish Dubey. So that's wonderful. With that, let me kick off the proceedings by asking Julian to take on the mic and entertain us with his first poem. Thank you. Over to you, Julian.
Yeah. So the sharing button is not on.
Yeah. I just gave you the permission.
Thank you. I think the theme was hot stuff, is it?
Yeah, we can see the screen.
Yeah, it was hot stuff.
Flame blower. No, I will not burn for you. There are no flames inside me that can be equated to amore. Fire is a limiting metaphor. You really can't set fire to the rain. Who in the throes of love or loss would even try? And no, this girl is not on fire. Sati, that ritual widow burning on the pyres of late husbands, is harsh, draconian, oppressive. So don't even suggest it. That's cultural misappropriation. Terms of endearment shouldn't sound like an inquisition. Let's get real. Calling anyone hot or smoking is so old and tired and frankly diminishing. Passion isn't a blaze of fiery outbursts and incandescence that's too brief, short-lived, transitory. You're not a candle in the wind, in the window, or even in the dark. And you can't incinerate yourself from both ends. Love isn't a burning, it's a flexible churning. It's gravity and energy multiplied by time. It's holding space, making space, and growing. It tolerates flare-ups and meltdowns. It steps up during flameouts and burnouts. It doesn't dilute, water down, put out. Love isn't an arsonist either. It may spark warmth.
That's okay. Thank you, everybody. Today is the 13th of June.
Somebody's interruption.
Sorry. That was me, my mistake. Carry on, Julian.
Love isn't an arsonist either. It may spark warmth, light up an affection, fuel a desire, but ultimately it bears witness. It sits and listens. It has two sturdy yet weary shoulders, one for compassion, the other for kindness. Love isn't a verb, a verse, or any such verbiage. It feeds on memory, barters with facts, trades on truth. When all the fires of grief and loss die out, love still holds out a hand and says, "Come with me. Let's go out, catch some rays. Here's some sunscreen though. You don't want to get burned again. No, never again." Thank you.
Thank you. Lovely. Yes.
Very nice.
Lovely, Julian. As usual, loved it. Saras, you want to say? You're on mute.
Rajiv, I'm happy to go later
Yeah,
if that's
that's
okay.
okay. No, I just wanted to ask if you want to share anything from for Julian's.
Oh, sorry, I was on mute, so you didn't hear. I thought that was brilliant, Julian.
Yeah, yeah,
Um, the the reference of the fire and the flame
yeah.
and all of that with love and the never again at the end. Yeah, I thought that was brilliant.
Yeah, hot stuff. Okay, okay. Thank you, Julian. That was lovely, and we'll come back to you as we go through the day. Let me now invite. Okay, Cyrus is asking for a little postponement for his recital. In which case, I will go over to the next suspect who came over and appeared on my screen, and which is Jasbir. Jasbir, are you good to go? And
Oh,
of
yes.
course, yeah, yeah. And before you start, welcome Sagrika. Lovely to see you again.
Good evening. Thank you.
Jasbir, over to you. The mic is yours.
Okay, thank you. Hot stuff today. So mine is like, it's El Nino, hot boy in conversation with a girl. Said she, there is no room for thee. Take an exile and flee. Unabashedly sending golden shafts my way, El Nino softly whispered, I'm a fragrance of your breath. You've been flirting all along. Your amorous looks I find irresistible. You melt in my arms, girl. You will melt in my arms, girl. Hey, when have I been flirtatious? Some misunderstanding, El Nino, she gushes. Time and again, you've messed over with innumerable makeovers. Factories are dotted all over the globe because of your giant-sized ego that devolve into devastating wars, spewing tons of tons of treacherous smoke, conducting nuclear tests in clear oceans and pristine deserts, windmills, drones, solar panels and AI, the crisscross of subways underground, trapping heat, choking up the environment. She cajoled, El Nino dear, I know to you it is a thrill, but stop your spill, else heat will kill. In its wake, the crops will fail, setting in motion a dominoes effect of drought, famines, inflation, starvation, and death. El Nino winked. He sardonically grinned. I do comprehend your fears, too late, I fear. With swirling greenhouse gases and the ever sinking carbon footprint, I've been kicked in the rear. You certainly have needled me all these years. Tempering with nature sadly impacts the future. Your discourses and presentations amuse me. A day designated as Environment Day, I find pretentious. Lip service, I say. Amnesia settles soon after you essay schemes and ideas. The fancy names you bestow, El Nino, El Nina, and whatnot. Take care, else hot stuff that you're brewing will see the last of all beings. Thank you.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Lovely. Yes. Yes, as wonderful stuff. Yeah. El Nino. Yes, we are all expecting El Nino to hit us soon.
And it
Although,
will bring all sorts of hot stuff into our
yes,
environment.
Yeah.
yeah, that's right. But great, great. And I don't know how long it took you to write this, just me, but I
No,
think
it did take me long because you know what happened? Fifth Environment Day, like I had that paper,
yeah,
and
yeah,
then so I could get everything. I mean, it was all there. I just had to put it together.
Right, right, right. Brilliant, brilliant. Absolutely. Chalo, good. Thank you, Jaspreet. And we will now move on to Nitesh. Nitesh, you good to go?
Yeah. Hello, am I audible?
Yes, you're on.
Okay, so this is a poetry collection of Ramdhari Singh Dinkar, and it's called Hunkar. Okay, and I'll be presenting a poem from here. Its title is Analkari, Kirit, meaning the fire crown. Okay, so I will also translate for you. In meanwhile, what does after every stanza? लेना अनल करीट भाल पर वो आशिक होने वाला काल कूट पहले पी लेना सुधा बीज बोने वाला. So he is asking the people uh, who wants to wear the fire crown, so who wants to be passionate about something to wear a fire crown and to drink kalkut. Kalkut is the most potent poison in the Hindu mythology. That's what Shiv drank. No, he drank Allah, sorry, but it is a very potent poison. Kalkut पहले पिए ना सुधा बीज बोने वालों. If you plan to uh, uh, if you plan to put amrit in the ground, first drink kalku. हर कर चरण विजित श्रृंगों पर झंडा वही उड़ाते हैं अपनी ही उंगली पर जो खंजर की जंग उड़ाते हैं. So he is saying that people who conquer mountains are the one who take the rust away of the knife from their own blood. पड़ी समय से होड़ खींच मत तलवों से कांटे रुक कर फूक फूक चलती न जवानी चोटों से बचकर झुककर. कि टाइम के साथ अभी रेस है. You don't get to stop and take the wounds out of your leg. And your youth is not supposed to trade carefully. नींद कहाँ उनकी आंखों में जो धुन के मतवाले हैं गति की तृषा और बढ़ते पद में जब छाले. तो जो those who have their own passion, they can't sleep and they run even faster when they find blisters in their leg, blisters in their foot. जागरूक की जय निश्चित है हार चुके सोने वाले लेना अनल किरीट भाल पर जो आशिक होने वाले. कि those who are awake, they are definitely going to win, and if you are asleep, you are going to lose. And he repeats itself. कि लेना लेना अनल किरीट भाल पर जो आशिक होने. If you want to be a person of passion, take the fire crown. जिन्हें देखकर
Yes.
हाँ, so जिन्हें देखकर डोल गई हिम्मत दिलेर मर्दानों की उन मौजों पर चली जा रही किश्ती कुछ दीवानों की. तो these passionate people are those कि इन्हें देखकर those who are renowned as brave वो भी डर गए. Those people are also afraid. उन मौजों पर चल रही किश्ती कुछ दीवानों की. तो these kind of waves these passionate people are fearing. बेफिक्री का समा है कि तूफान में भी एक तराना है दांतों उंगली धरे खड़ा अचरज में भरा जमाना है. These are so careless. I can't find the appropriate word for it. बेफिक्र है. They are careless about. They can find the rhythm in the storm, and everyone in the world is watching them with अचरज की इंग्लिश क्या होती है? With a
Surprised.
wonder. Everyone is watching with wonder. अभय बैठ ज्वालामुखियों पर अपना मंत्र जगाते हैं. ये हैं वो जिनके जादू पानी में आग लगाते हैं. So these people are sitting on the volcanoes and they are not afraid. And these are the people जिनकी they जिनकी जो magic है, the magic of them brings fire to the water. रू जरा पहचान रखे इनकी जादू टूने वालों, लेना अनल किरीट भाल पर वो आशिक होने वालों. So the people who do the magic identify their soul. The poet is asking the people who do magic to identify their soul, and then he's saying, "Lena anal kireet bhal par wo aashik." The people who you are passionate, please wear your fire crown. तीनों लोग चकित हैं, घर घर यही कहानी है, खेल रही नेजों पर चढ़कर रस्से भरी जवानी. So all three worlds are wondering, and every home is also wondering. And these youth is playing this youth is playing on the edge. तू संभले हो सजग स्वर्ग, यह दोनों की नादानी है, मिट्टी का नूतन पुतला है, यह अल्लड़ है अभिमानी है. He is asking the land to be careful, and also asking the heavens to wake up. Otherwise, you अगर आप- if you don't, then you are play nadani. If you are making a mistake, कि मिट्टी का नूतन पुतला या अल्हड़ है अभिमानी है, कि this is a new puppet of soil. He is young and he is proud. अचरज नहीं खींच ईटे यह सुरपुर को बर्बाद करे, अचरज नहीं लूट जन्नत वीरानों को आबाद करे. That is nothing to wonder that they can take the brick out of the God's land, and it is nothing to wonder that they will they will take the things from heaven, and they will they will convert the वीराने क्या होते हैं, the ruins. They will
Ruins,
convert
yeah.
the ruins to the improper livable places. तेरी आस लगा बैठे हैं पाप आकर खोने वालों, लेना अनल किरीट भाल पर आशिक होने वालों. So he is saying that people who have gotten again and again and they have lost it again and again, they are waiting for you, they are hoping for you. Hey, the people who have लेना किरीट भाल पर वो आशिक होने वालों, they are saying again that those who are passionate, please take your fire crown. संभले जग खिलवाड़ नहीं, अच्छा चढ़ते से पानी से, याद हिमालय को भिड़ना कितना है कठिन जवानी से. They are saying that the world should be careful. कि चढ़ता हुआ पानी, जब बाढ़ आती है तो पानी काफी तेजी से आगे आता है, and you can never underestimate it. So that's what he is saying, that the world should be careful. This is a flood. This is not something to be taken seriously. Taken not seriously.
Lightly, yes.
हाँ. संभले जग खिलवाड़ नहीं, अच्छा चढ़ते से पानी से, याद हिमालय भिड़ना कितना है कठिन जवानी से. कि even the Himalaya remembers that how hard it is to fight with the youth. ओ महादेश बुरा फल है सूरों के शोणित पीने का, देना होगा तुम्हें एक दिन गिन गिन मोल पसीने का. So they are asking to the country, कि it is bad to drink the blood of the braves. They are saying to the government, they are saying to the people who are in charge that ओ महादेश बुरा फल है सूरों के शोणित पीने का, देना होगा तुम्हें एक दिन गिन गिन मोल पसीने का. You have to pay the price of every drop of the sweat. कल होगा इंसाफ, यहाँ किसने क्या किस्मत पाई है, अभी नींद से जाग रहा युग, यह पहली अंगड़ाई है. They are saying the justice will be tomorrow, and it will be given that what luck everyone gets. And the yug, matlab the next period, the next significant period is coming back again. This is the first stretch that the next period is waking up, and this is the first stretch of uh, that waking up. मंजिल दूर नहीं अपना दुख का भोजा ढोने वालों, लेना अकल की पीठ भाल पर ओ आशिक होने वालों. That the your आपकी जो मंजिल है, आपका destination is not very far away. The people who are carrying grief, and then he asking again, the people who are passionate, please take your fire through. That's
Yes. A lovely protest poem. Always interesting. Protest
Yeah.
poem is always interesting, and there are many, many forms and ways of doing it. Nitesh, think of some other different forms of doing a protest poem. And you can read a lot on this.
yeah,
These are-
like I read a lot of like I've grown up reading a lot of Hindi literature. So yeah, so this is one of this whole poetry collection is about protest, about anger. It was written in 1995, and we had just came from a huge economic recession. There was a lot of uh, job job market काफी खराब था, and the economic reforms were happening, and everything was uncertain. So he wrote the whole collection of poems, and it is one of the most if you want to put the edgy or angry set of poems you will find in Hindi literature.
Who is the author again?
Ramdhari Singh Dinkar, Onkar.
Very nice. Thank you, Nitish. Thank you for the explanations also. Thank you.
Yeah. Although what you could do next time is recite the poem so that we get the full cadence of it, and then do the sense of translation. Or one need not do the precise It's very difficult translating poetry. So it's probably better to give a sense of the poem rather than literal translation of each paragraph.
Yeah, I did that last time, but I felt like people did not get a lot of the poem or what it carried, the whole of it.
Look,
So
most
I
are
felt-
Hindi speakers. I think the only non-Hindi speaker was Julian out here.
Okay.
Again, but sometimes even the Hindi is difficult, even for a guy like me who studied Hindi, But that's all right.
Yeah.
So is Urdu. Urdu is also as difficult. But we still get it, with the help of our Urdu master, Mr. Saxena, and others. Thank you, Nitish. Saras, you good to go now?
Yeah, I'm happy to go.
Yeah, we have a poem from Cyrus. And Sagrika, you are next. So, Cyrus, take it away.
All right. So, the poem's called Hot Stuff, Got a Bluff. Now, Rajiv well knows that I cannot write prose. On some topics, I can't 2 words squeeze. Still, he set up this task, which for me is no small ask, and hence you can sense my unease. I guess I'd been hoping for a more somber theme, a topic whose soul was more black. But this month, the rhymes about things summer times and hot stuff, that's a tough nut to crack. I wish that those muses would just come to me and would help me to write of such things as long cooling drinks and frosted glass clinks, not hot stuff, but cooling like springs. I guess I could write of the hot summer's night, wax eloquent but not about the moon, but sweaty damp days and summer's dust haze and things more appropriate to June. I started to write about a hot, humid night, but I've simply been coming up blank. I write, I delete, I'm getting cold feet. Got Rajiv and Sheena to thank. I've sweated, I've sworn, I've dreaded the scorn of you poets who do this with ease. My poetic get up and go's all but gone. Please accept my sincere apologies. I do apologize for the proverbial rut I've been stuck in for many a day, which explains why, in rhyme, I've been wasting your time. I just haven't a darn thing to say. Thank you.
That was a good one. Really, really good one.
Thank you. I think we've lost Rajiv.
Have we?
Yeah, Rajiv, are you
Hello?
there?
Hello.
Yeah, we can
Hello,
see you.
hello.
Yeah, you're back on.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, right. Yeah. You know, I was getting my gin and listening to you, to your poems.
My complaint. My complaint about all things hot stuff.
Yes. Yeah, I know. But your wit, as usual, was
Thank you.
entertaining. Thank you, Cyrus. Very great stuff. Okay, let's move on. Sagrika, you're on next. Yeah.
Yes, thank you. So, growing up in a city like Bhubaneswar, hot, hot June, May, they are the really tough months for us. I have witnessed them since my childhood, and I'm in Bhubaneswar now. So I just wrote all the daily lives that we have witnessed during this time, and the poem is very reflective about how the life is. I mean, from the everyday life, all of us that we experience. So when I heard the theme, that is of hot stuff, I came prepared because I don't want to sound dramatic, but the reason is I live in India and that this is June. So these days, stepping out of the house feels less like going somewhere, more like participating in a national resilience program. So the umbrella is no longer only for rain. The water bottle, it has become a permanent life partner. And the most important is nowadays I'm carrying a hand fan. So it has just earned my respect. Then I live in a society. So that is a true herald of summer. It is not the weather app, not the news, the WhatsApp group. Dear residents, water supply may be affected. Power, power shutdown expected. Please conserve the electricity. Also, some days we receive messages like, please use your common sense. So the last one is like, use common sense. If it were so common, would we need really reminders? And then the power supply that interrupts. So the fan stops, the AC stops, the Wi-Fi stops. Suddenly, all the neighbors we meet outside in the park. We live in the same floor for years, and finally, we meet during these hazards. The entire society becomes a one large support group, complaining to each other about the system, about the unpreparedness for the summer, and there is also, after all the discussion, the coolness that we get the collective cheers from each other. Somehow we all of us knows that there is no official announcement required to be prepared for this hot stuff to survive this hot month. So we all have developed that special sixth sense for electricity and somehow for the water. So while discussing, we laugh about the heat, how, I mean, living in a society, well paid, well arranged, everything. We complain about it. We laugh about the heat that we are experiencing. We create memes about it in the WhatsApp group. But lately, I find myself thinking beyond this. the umbrella. India is warming year after year. Summer is stretching itself. In Odisha, in February, you can find that you have to switch on your AC. While some of us seek shade, millions continue walking beneath the open sky. The farmer cannot move the field indoors. The construction worker cannot postpone the building. The delivery rider cannot wait for the cooler weather, and the person will deliver when the weather condition is apt. The street vendor, the sanitation worker, the traffic police, they continue. Not because it is comfortable, because life must continue. And then I think of crowded places, a packed bus, a crowded train, a market buzzing under the afternoon sun, and somehow the classrooms. Being a teacher, it always comes to some part of my poem contains the classroom scenario. So many schools, they have 45 students in one class, 45 minds, 45 conversation, and one teacher. The fan turning lazily over it because every school doesn't have that luxury of having that AC air conditioned classrooms. The afternoon heat settling into every corner. Some students sleepy, some energetic, some worried, some distracted, and yet somehow the teaching continues, the learning happens. A question is being answered, a story is shared, a child understands something new, and the day moves forward. Sometimes we speak of heat only as temperature, but heat is also comes to me as a pressure. Heat is overcrowding. Heat is long hours. Heat is exhaustion. Heat is carrying responsibility when you could rather rest. Heat is showing up when the conditions are far from the ideal to function. And perhaps that is why I think of, as Shinaji said, hot stuff like chilies. I don't think of chilies. I think of people. I think of the worker who builds, the farmer who sows, the guard who stands and watch, the delivery rider who arrives with smile, the countless ordinary people who keep life moving while the temperature keeps rising. There is never a no from them. It is always we are there for you. The hottest thing I know now is not the sun above us. It is the courage to keep going, the patience to remain kind under all the conditions, the humor to keep laughing, as Cyrus always keep that alive in our sessions, and the humanity to notice one another along the way. Because in a warming world, perhaps the coolest thing is that we can offer each other is care. Thank you.
Hmm.
Beautiful. What a wonderful array of thoughts. Well put, Sagarika.
Yes. It was almost like a stream of consciousness.
It was a stream of consciousness, yeah. It was a
Okay.
stream of consciousness. I agree. I think it was very well put.
Great. Excellent. Okay. I think it's time for me to do my bit. And for those who are Joycean, they will know that 16th of January is Bloomsday, next Tuesday. And for those in Delhi, FYI, Bloomsday is celebrated every year, sponsored by the Irish Embassy. This year it is being sponsored at the Kala Niketan, and you can sign up on the website, and then you can get an invitation out there. Last year, if some of you may remember, it was done at the Kiran Nadar Museum, and there was a quiz on Ulysses at the end of the session, which I was able to win easily. And one of the questions which was asked and which I successfully answered is on my T-shirt. So this year I intend wearing this T-shirt. I think it's turnaround, right? Mirror thing. You probably can't read what is okay.
No, it's not turned round. It's
We
not
can read.
mirrored. We can read it. It's just very small on the screen.
Okay. Okay. Is it? Can you still read it? Because I just switched on the
And
mirror.
yes, I said you, I will, yes.
Yeah. So the question was, what is the last word of the novel? And this is the last word of the novel was yes. So I'm going to recite the last soliloquy of that of the novel, which I find very very inspiring. Just to give a background, it's Ulysses is set on one day, June the 16th. That's why it's called the Bloomsday. And Mr. Bloom, Leopold Bloom, goes around the city of Dublin, and he knows his wife is having an affair that afternoon with someone else. But the last chapter belongs to is the only different voice. It belongs to the wife. So it's the only female voice in the entire book, a 1,000-page book, and it ends with a very optimistic note. And let me recite the last soliloquy, the last paragraph of the book, to get a sense. Okay. Molly Bloom's closing soliloquy. And Gibraltar. As a girl where I was a flower of the mountain. Yes. When I put the rose in my hair like the Andalusian girls used, or shall I wear a red? Yes. And how he kissed me under the Moorish wall, and I thought, well him as another. And then I asked him with my eyes to ask again, yes. And then he asked me, would I say yes? To say yes, my mountain flower. And first I put my arms around him, yes, and drew him down to me so I could feel my breasts all perfume. Yes. And his heart was going like mad. And yes, I said yes. I will. Yes. Thank you. So yeah, so this was when he asked. I mean, she's remembering the time when he asked her to marry him. Yeah, so that's how the novel ends, in a very optimistic note. The whole novel is pretty well pessimistic, or rather, it is waiting for something to happen, something to burst, some outburst to happen, but it actually ends like this. So, to my mind, this is one of the most optimistic novels I have read. It's a very difficult novel. It took me 10 years to read it, and now I'm reading it again for the third time or the fourth time. And it's a brilliant novel. In fact, recently on The Guardian, they had asked other renowned authors like Salman Rushdie and others to suggest which was their favorite novel. And all of them, or not all of them, but a pretty well large number of them said Ulysses. Ulysses was their number one novel. I saw Rohini come in and go out. I think she's figuring out her.
Yes, I saw her too.
Yeah. Hmm. Okay. In which case, if we get Rohini back, that will be good. But let me hand it over to the audience and the participants. If we want to do second rounds, have we got anything else which we can hang around before? As is the tradition, we close out with Saris's song, which was. By the way, he got his guitar at the Gurugram meetup, and which was wonderful. But let me hang around. Anybody for seconds? Jasveer? Anything from you? Interesting from you?
I have something. It's not exactly on hot stuff, but I think this is the best poem of this collection.
Okay, all right, let's go. And why don't you do it this way? Hey, Chinmay's here. Okay, we have really late people. But Chinmay, Ditesh is going to recite a poem. Ditesh, why
Okay,
don't you do
great.
that? You recite the poem, the full poem, and don't translate it verse by
Yeah.
verse. Let's see how it sounds. Yeah.
So the poem title is Vipathaga. झन 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 झनन झनन मेरी पायल झनकार रही तलवारों के झनकारों में अपनी आगमनी बजा रही मैं आप रुद्ध हुंकारों में मैं अहंकार से कड़क ठठा हस्ती विद्युत के धारों में बनकाल हुताशन खेल रही पगली मैं फूट पहाड़ों अंगड़ाई में भूचाल सांस में लंका के 49 मौन झन 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 मेरे मस्तिष्क के छत्र मुकुट वशुपाल शर्पणी के शतफण विस्चिर कुमारिका के ललाट में नित्य नवीन रुधिर चंदन हांजा करती हूँ चिता धूम का दृग में अंध तिमिर अंजन संहार लपट का चीर पहन नाचा करती मैं छनन झन 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 झनन झनन पायल की पहली झनक सृष्टि में कोलाहल छा जाता है पड़ते जिस ओर चरण मेरे भूगोल उधर दब जाता है लहराती लपट दिशाओं में खलबल गोल फुलाता है परकटे विहग सा निर्वलम गिर स्वर्ग नरक जल जाता है गिरते दहाड़ कर शाल संग मैं जिधर फिरती हूँ चितवन झन 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 झनन झनन रस्सी से कसे जवान आप प्रतिकार न जब कर पाते हैं बहनों की लुटती लाज देख कर जब कर कांप कांप रह जाते हैं शस्त्रों के भय से जब निरस्त्र आंसू भी नहीं बहाते हैं कि अपमानों के गरल मुंह शासित जब होठ चबाते हैं स्थिर रह जाता क्रोध मन में राय भीषण जन्म लगन झन 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 और उसकी बेड़ी डाल पाप का अभय रास जब होता है ले जगदीश्वर का नाम खड्ग को दिल्लीश्वर ढोता है धन के विलास का बोझ की दुर्बल दरिद्र जब ढोता है दुनिया के को भूखो मार भूख जब सुखी मल सोता है सहती सब कुछ मन मार प्रजा कसमस करता मेरा यौवन झन 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 श्वानों को मिलते दूध वस्त्र भूखे बालक कुलाते हैं माँ की हड्डी से चिपक ठिठुर जाड़ों की रात बिताते हैं ज्योति के लजा वसन बेच जब ब्याज चुकाए जाते हैं मालिक जब तेल फुलेलों पर पानी सा द्रव्य बहाते हैं पापी महलों का अहंकार देता मुझको तब आमंत्रण झन 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 डरपोक हुकूमत जुल्मों से जब लोहा नहीं बजाती है हिम्मत वाले कुछ कहते हैं जब तब जीव तराशी जाती है उल्टी चालें यह देख देश में हैरत सी आ जाती है भट्ठी की ऊदी आंच छिपी तब और अधिक खुदवाती है सहसा चिंगार खड़ी होती दुर्गा में करने दशुदलन झन 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 चढ़कर जुनून सी चलती हूँ मृत्युंजय वीर कुमारों पर आतंक फैल जाता कानूनी पार्लियामेंट सरकारों पर नीरू के जाते प्राण सूख मेरे नीरू द किंग ऑफ द रोड नीरो के जाते प्राण सूख मेरे कठोर हुंकारों पर कर अट्टहास इठलाती हूँ चारों के हाहाकारों पर झंझा से पकड़ झकोर हिला देती दंभी के सिंहासन झन 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 मैं निस्तेजों का तेज युगों की मूक मौन की बानी हूँ दिलजले शासकों के दिन में जलती हुई कहानी हूँ सदियों की जब थी तोड़ जगी मैं उस ज्वाला की रानी हूँ मैं झर उगलती फिरती हूँ मैं विश्व भरी जवानी हूँ भूखी बाघिन की घात फूट आहत भुजंगिनी का दर्शन झन 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 झन। जब हुई हुकूमत आंखों पर जन्मी चुपके मैं आहों में कोड़ों की खाकर मार पली पीड़ित के दबी करा हो सोनो सी निखर जवान हुई तब कड़े दमन के दाहों में ले जान हथेली पर निकली मैं मर मिटने की चाह मेरे चरणों में खोज रहे भय कंपित तीनों लोग शरण झन 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 किसी की नोकों से मुकुट जीत अपने से उसे सजाती हूँ ईश्वर का आसन छीन कूद में आप खड़ी हो जाती हूँ थर थर करते कानून न्याय इंगित में जिन्हें नचाती हूँ भयभीत पात की धर्मों से मैं अपने पग में हूँ सिर झुकी घुमंडी सरकार करती मेरा अर्चन पूजन झन 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 मुझ विपथगामिनी को न ज्ञात मैं किस रोज किधर से यहाँ आऊंगी मिट्टी से किस दिन जाग क्रुद्ध अंबर में आग लगाऊंगी आंखें अपनी कर बंद देश में जब भूकंप मचाऊंगी, किसका टूटेगा श्रृंग न जाने किसका महल गिराऊंगी, निर्बंध क्रूर निर्मोह सदा मेरा कराल नर्तन गर्जन, जन 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 जनन जनन। अब की अगस्त की बारी है पापों के पारावार, सजग उठे विषुवियश के मुख पर भले बद संसार सजग, रेशों के रक्त किसान हुए हो जुल्मी की तलवार सजग, दुनिया के नीरो सावधान दुनिया के पापी जार सजग, जाने किस दिन ओंकार उठे प्रज्वलित काल सर्पों के फन, जन 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 जन। This poem
Okay,
was written
right.
in 1938.
Hmm. Right. It's a long
Uh,
poem.
Yes.
Nitesh, I need to give you feedback that when you're doing a long poem, you need to do it, you need to warn people about it and then do it a little slowly. Don't rush it. It's okay. We are patient and we can hear you. Right? So that's fine. It's a wonderful poem.
yeah.
And then we can then work around how to perform it. A poem needs to be performed. So it can't be rushed, you know. So that's important. Uh, anyway, thank you very much, Nitesh. Lovely
Who
stuff.
was the
Much
author of
appreciated.
this poem?
दिनकर दिनकर
हाँ वही हाँ वही मुझे
Dinkar.
लग रहा था कि ये तो
हाँ
दिनकर का टोन है लाइक
हाँ हाँ ओंकार की है ये।
हाँ या ओके
Very protest poem notes.
या
So yeah, he had other similar. Wonderful.
Chinmay,
Great.
your camera is turned off.
या ओके
There you are.
There you go. Okay. Okay, and then lovely to see Rohini also. Hi, Rohini. Great.
Yeah,
So,
great.
so
Great. Yeah.
yeah. I thought I would be winding it up, but hey, we got two more poets to add to our evening. Okay, who wants to go first? Rohini, you popped up first. You want to go again?
I have
You want to
nothing.
go with?
So sorry, I have
Okay.
nothing. I've been thinking. I think I will add something as an afterthought later.
Okay, that's fine. And we can always do with an audience, you know, there's not necessarily. Chinmay, you got something nice for us?
I was also thinking of like being as an audience today. Sorry,
Okay.
I joined late.
Ah,
And I thought of like joining earlier, but I got some call and then I realized, okay,
right,
it's
right.
already
Yeah,
yeah.
it's almost closing time.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
last call for more poems. Jasmeet, Sagrika, Saras, any seconds for you? Right? Chalo, that's okay. That is fine. I will now hand over to Saras to close our session now with the song. Saras, you good to go?
Sure. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So, this song is related to the topic in the sense of hot stuff. Sometimes the hottest girl in the group is only seen as that, and people don't realize that she may actually have her own feelings and issues and problems. So this one was written for such a person. It's called Almost 49, An Apology. Can you hear the guitar? Okay. You dropped them in their tracks, felt the massive with an axe. Now I realize you did that without trying. It was far, far too late to save the fallen 48. But I could stop becoming 49. Oh, I'd hate to be your number 49. Saw them falling to the floor, saw them coming back for more. I saw them come and stab you from behind, saw the hatred in their eyes. It made me realize if I warned you I'd be branded 49. So the man in the moon turned blind. I never heard you weeping, I never heard you crying. Lord knows I never guessed just how low you were flying. Now I see you're hurt as bad as all the boys they say you had. And I'd only hurt you more as 49. Couldn't bear to be so unkind.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Somebody turning 49? Hey, you do know that some women don't stay at 23 all their lives. So, yeah, lovely. Okay. Yes, I know. Also, always a pleasure to close out the session with Cyrus's song, and as usual.
Thank you, Raju.
Thank you, Cyrus, for
The song has a
with
special
that.
meaning. So sorry, I just wanted to say that, Cyrus, the song has special meaning now, given the 370 controversy. It holds more value.
Sure. Okay, all right. I think we can start winding down the program of the day. It's an hour. So
Thank you for
very
hosting,
much.
Rajiv. Thank
My
you for
pleasure.
hosting.
Always my pleasure. And thank you everybody for joining in. I know you have more important things in life, but hey, poetry is always there for everyone. Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Let me. Yeah. Of course. Chalo, let's close the session today, and we will see
Yep.
you next month. For those in Delhi, the end of the month session is out there. To do join us at the British Council. It's still too hot to have it on the outside, but we'll have it probably out in Delhi and the British Council. All right then. Thank you very much, and bye-bye.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank
Good
you.
night.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.